are alive. I hadn't dared to hope.
So, you left Zakor? Have you stopped taking Elex too?
I am trying, but it's difficult. You must have experienced the problems of Elex withdrawal yourself.
I was unconscious during the worst of it. My body was already drained of Elex when I awoke.
There is more to the changes than just the physical. It is how your mind copes with the rejection of all that you have known, all that you have been in life. Tell me, what do you make of the world you have discovered since leaving Zakor?
That the free people are capable of resisting the Albs. We are told we are superior, but the Albs have failed to crush them, or their spirit.
That will change soon. The first Alexator, Tarek, is assembling his troops before the gates of the Ice Palace. He will make his move and he will succeed in conquering the lands of the free people. We have to stop him, or our people will perish.
What are you doing here with the Separatists?
I had no other choice. I tried to stop Tarek and Zakor, but he realized my plans. He would have killed me if I had stayed. I hope that I can still make a difference from here. I can help to bring a halt to Tarek's plans. His blind obedience of the hybrid endangers all our people.
What is it he's doing that threatens the Albs? Why is Tarek such a danger?
Tarek is a puppet. He has given his will to the hybrid. The hybrid and his new directive dominate our people. And soon, Tarek will dedicate all our people, the whole of the fighting strength of Zakor, to an invasion of the lands of the free people. All this death for one purpose. Greater power to the hybrid. I say we need to find another way. One that does not lead to our ruin.
You served the directive to obtain all Elex for the hybrid. What changed your mind?
What happened to our search for knowledge? What happened about our evolution? What about researching the nature of Elex? All those were key to the Alb people. And all have been dominated by the hybrid's demand for Elex. A lot has changed at the Ice Palace since the coming of the hybrid, and the pace of that change is only accelerating. The hybrid tells us nothing of this future he sees. He is obsessed with his own evolution, and that is only attainable through the consumption of ever greater quantities of Elex. No Alb, no free person will be allowed to stand in his way. I still believe in serving the Albs of Zakor, but to achieve that, I now know that the hybrid must be removed from the Ice Palace.
If the hybrid's evolution is not yet complete, shouldn't we ensure he reaches his final form?
With all the sacrifices we've made, with all the blood he once spilled, has he told us what he will achieve if he attains that? How do we know what he will become? No, my loyalty ended on the day of your execution. I will not sacrifice my son for the ideals of that machine.
Then we should ask the hybrid what he will become. We should know what we are choosing between.
Do you think the hybrid will talk to us? To him, we have no more free will than the mutants he commands. You know the price that an Alb pays to reach the highest ranks in Zakor.
You summoned me, Master?
Elex, you have proven yourself loyal to the directive. You are efficient. You obey your orders. Those are the marks of a true Alb. I have watched you and your brother, and the honor you have brought to your father. You will all have a part to play the events that are to come. Are you ready to play that part, Elex? Will you join those chosen to evolve?
The hybrid's will is above all. I will serve the hybrid.
And so it shall be. Open your mind to me, Elex. Know my thoughts and serve the directive.
You and your brother were the strongest warriors at the Ice Palace's command. Strong, intelligent, iron-willed. No one could equal you. And now look at you. Today, you are an outcast.
I suspect that my failure in execution was planned by someone at the Ice Palace.
I share those suspicions, but I have yet to find any proof.
My raider being shot down, the Alps being nearby to carry out my execution. The chances of those things happening without being planned.
But the questions are why and who. The only cause I can think of is your free will. All other Alps took the hybrid's favor as an honor. You questioned it. But who ordered your death? Who coordinated it? That, I don't know.
What about Zardom? It's obvious he's planning something. Could his plans involve killing me?
Now that he has left the Ice Palace, he would have no reason to do that. Zardom was always set on becoming First Elexitor. If he thought you were an impediment to that, he would have no hesitation in having you killed. But now he's here, out of Zakor. Who knows what his plans are?
I know Zardom wanted my raider shot down. Zardom knew I was flying to Adan, and he knew the purpose of my mission.
Well, if that is true, I don't know how he knew that information. No. Zardom was already in exile when you received your orders from the hybrid.
Then someone at the Ice Palace must have got that information to him.
If Zardom is behind this, then he had help. But why would another Alp communicate with an exile?
What about my brother, Elex?
I don't believe that. I am sure if your brother is involved, it is only as an instrument. He must be being used by other people. He would only have carried out the execution if he had orders to do so.
What about the hybrid?
The hybrid needed you and your skills to achieve his aims. While your free will may have made you stand out, your will is nothing to the hybrids. You were under his control and offered no threat. Besides, if he wanted you dead, he could have had you shot without the need for this intricate plan.
What about the First Elexitor, Tarek?
He has the power and the intellect to plan something like this. But he is no longer himself. These days he is merely a vassal to the hybrid. I don't think he possesses the ability to think as freely as this. I don't think he would do this without orders from the hybrid.
So who do you think is behind this?
I don't know. Even if there is someone behind this, I think you will learn his name on the day you stride up the great ramp to the Ice Palace.
Where is Elex now?
Your brother knows you are still alive. He is looking for you. He wants to finish what he started and prove his loyalty. After all, technically, he failed in his mission to execute you. He will want to remedy that. That is why he is traveling alone. He is currently in the mountains of Abessa on the border of Zakor, awaiting information on your whereabouts. Have no doubt, he will strike as soon as he knows where you are.
Not if I get to him first.
I would rather you both join together. The death of either of you weakens us all.
It is far too late for us to be reconciled.
There must be a way to free him from the hybrid. He's a slave like Tarek. If you could free him from the hybrid's will, then you could both be reconciled.
And if he comes for me in the meantime, I will fight him rather than die myself.
If that is your fate. But you think clearly and independently now, Jax. You can decide your own destiny.
I've got a bad feeling about this place. Let's do this! We will fight together.
I doubted what I was told, that you were failing the hybrid. Yet now even the fact that you still breathe stands against the directive. Why did you come here, Jax? What did you expect to find?
My brother.
You appeal to me with emotion? The bond of blood with you, with Father, once gave me honor. Now all I have is shame. Your execution should have saved me from that.
And yet, here I stand. You failed the directive, Elex. Perhaps we aren't perfect after all. Wardic hid the truth. We were born free people. Elex, the hybrid, our father. They decided what we would become.
Powerful, superior. They opened the door to our evolution. Our past is irrelevant.
So we've been told. But what other lies have we yet to uncover? You take the promises of the future and serve without question. But even now as an Alexiter, what does the hybrid tell you, Elex? What do you know of the truth?
From the ashes came the clerics, believers in Kalan. From Kalan came the Albs, believers in the future. From Elex came the hybrid, seer of all things. Together we serve no god. We bow to no person. Together we shall evolve.
Evolve into what? The Albs existed before the hybrid. Now we serve him. Now we bow to him. He has taken the place of Kalan.
Do you think you can anger me? I don't need anger, brother. The directive tells me you must die. What is dead should stay dead.
So, Elex set a trap for me. He must explode.
Thanks for being there. That could have gone badly.
Citizens are advised that those remaining in the open will have a low chance of survival. All citizens are advised to seek shelter immediately. The government has been overthrown. The military has taken control in a coup that has seized all parliament buildings. There is no word from the president. All that we can do is wait and hold our breath. We will transmit information for as long as we can. May your gods be with you.
Calyx lured me into a trap. You told me Calyx was traveling alone, but I was ambushed by several units of Alp soldiers.
I told you what I knew of him. Calyx must have changed his plans.
Where did you get that information in the first place?
From Calyx.
Then either you lied, or Calyx used you to set a trap for me.
The hybrid has made him blind to all other things. You must help set your brother free from the hybrid's control.
I can't promise you that.
This nonsense has to end. He was your brother in arms. He is your brother by blood.
Calyx told me I was to become an Alexander, one of the chosen. What does that mean?
That you were directly under the hybrid's control, working together as a group to do the hybrid's will.
But I don't remember even having access to the hybrid. As a full Alexander, Calyx was the one who had access. He was the one who always spoke directly to him. There must be more to this. It just doesn't add up.
Then you need to speak to Calyx yourself.
I would have done, but the combat mechs you failed to warn me about had other ideas.
There must be another way to reach him.
And how do I do that without walking into another trap?
You will have to find a place where the combat mechs won't go. Then, you'll need to lure him there.
Any suggestions for where I can lure him?
No. That's a question you'll have to answer yourself.
Lure Calyx? Are you serious?
It's better than you fighting his combat mechs.
Then give me a suggestion, Father. If you want to help him, then help me.
Something important happened in the past that I have yet to tell you. Calyx has known for some time, and I think he fears the truth.
What is it he fears?
Losing his rank as a Lexitor.
Tell me this secret.
There is a small fishing village on an island to the south of Idan. It is now long abandoned. You should go there. That is where you will find the answers you are seeking.
You must be able to tell me more than that.
I could tell you, but you may not believe me. You have to see it yourself to understand. I will speak to you when you return.
We should go. It's dangerous here. The rotting remains of a long-gone civilization. together! Look out! Let's do this! Look out! Look out! Be careful. We had more time to spend here. Maybe after it's all over. Keep close! Fight together! You are dead. Yeah. I wonder what this place used to be. All that technology, and yet they build such ugly buildings. With everything that's going on, you forget how beautiful it really is here.
So, this is the place Wardick wanted me to see. This place, there's something familiar about it. I have been here before. This path, this beach. It was a long time ago, but I was here. I was still a child, a young child. I lived here with my parents. This was my home. It was raining. They came out of the darkness with their weapons of light and fire. People ran in panic. They ran. They were cut down. The town on fire. Screaming. Another boy hiding near me. Just as afraid as I was. Everyone else was gone. All that remained were the lifeless bodies in the surf. It was just me. And the other boy. Then one of the attackers found us and took us with them. He named me Jax, and the other boy, Elex. So, that is what Warwick kept secret all these years. Elex and I weren't born in Zakor. We came.
Incomer or outcast, you can find a place to sleep back there. If you want a meal, there's meat and there's a fire. You can put the two together. You're welcome to stay if you need a place to shelter for a couple days. Are you here to spy for Cormag? If you're here to claim payment, I didn't steal those things, so I can't pay you back. If you want to rest before you go back and tell him that, you're welcome to stay.
What exactly happened to you?
You tell me. One day I'm a loyal berserker, the next I'm accused of theft and sentenced without a chance to defend myself. But then maybe that's something you know about. The only people I tend to see out here are on patrol or in exile.
I'm free to go where I please.
And here's where it pleased you? Why would you choose to come to this flight in the ass end of nowhere?
Being free means you can make mistakes.
A sense of humor. You'll need that here.
If you don't like it here, you should leave.
I can't. Exile isn't just a sentence to leave, it's a sentence to stay. If I leave this place, the powers in Goliath will send a patrol to bring me back here, and chances are they wouldn't bring me back alive.
Prove yourself innocent.
Any evidence is back in Goliath, and I can't get back there. Someone else would have to prove me innocent. And who's gonna do that? I just have to accept the fact that I'm stuck out here for good.
I will persuade them to let you go home.
Why would you? I don't know you. No, don't take that the wrong way. I mean, I'm not used to anyone saying they'd help. And it will put you up against the warlord Cormag. He's convinced I'm guilty. I'm not sure talking will convince him otherwise.
Don't you want to go back?
A warm bed, high walls, the chance to live rather than just survive? Of course I want to go back. Exile wouldn't be punishment if people didn't want to go back. But we won't persuade Cormag alone. We would need help.
Yes, I know Alric. If I took you to him, he'd probably try and sell you.
You have met him. Believe it or not, he's one of the good guys. Sure, he'd sell his grandmother for the right price, but you know where you are with him. He should help me. If you go to Goliath and speak to Ulrich, he could come up with a plan. One thing about Ulrich, he's always got a plan.
Not now.
Elex weapons to someone to see if they work?
What the fuck do you want? No. There are rules for a reason.
Kata needs your help.
Kata? Kata? I don't know a Kata.
She's already told me she knows you.
All right, as it's you I'm talking to. Yeah, I know her. A man's gotta be careful. It's dangerous to throw in with the wrong people.
She says she's innocent.
Doesn't everyone say that when they get caught?
So you're saying she is guilty of the thefts? That Cormac was right to convict her?
Guilt, innocence, that's all about who's deciding, isn't it?
Are you gonna help her or not?
Will you accept a no?
No.
Is that any way for a friend to act? All right. I will do it. It isn't as if I didn't have a plan.
What's your plan to save her?
Okay, listen. She's accused of theft, right?
Correct.
So, what happens if those thefts continue now she's in exile?
That would be proof the accusations were false.
See? Always knew you were quick. So, all you need to do is steal the right stuff.
Me? Keep me out of it.
If you're out of it, I'm out of it. I'm not sticking my neck in the noose without someone there to stop me falling. Somewhere it incriminates our scapegoat, of course.
Scapegoat?
The guy who snitched on Kata. Drogue. He tried to fit her for the crime. Now we'll do that to him. Come on, you must know him. He guards the main city gate. You like as not saw him on the way in here.
What should I steal?
Do I have to do all the thinking myself? Go to Cinda and Bourne's huts. Everyone knows they've got chests of valuables. So, here's the plan. You find those chests and break into them. You steal the valuables and leave a claw behind in their place. Then, you put those valuables, those stolen valuables, into a chest in Drogue's house together with another claw. That's going to make him look very, very guilty.
Why a claw?
Because it's the sign of, well, that doesn't matter for now. Let's just say that when people see the claw, they will take it as proof of Drogue's guilt. So, take these claws, one for Cinda's chest, one for Bourne's, and one for Drogue's, and get the job done. Everything clear? That technology will get you into trouble here.
How can I break into Cinda's and Bourne's chests?
Break the lock, pick the lock, stare at it until it drops off. I'm sure you can think of something.
Isn't there a simpler way?
Well, I suppose you could use the keys. I happen to have picked them up earlier. Here, but don't let those keys get traced back to me. I'd rather not end up at the end of a rope.
How did you get those keys?
If I tell you that, I'll ruin my aura of mystique. Point is, I had them, now you've got them, and you can get Kata free. Problems are solved when Ulrich's involved.
Stay here.
Very well.
What's wrong with you? You hurt your back? Don't even think about stealing something, got it?
If you steal, you die.
Why are we even following him?
Not now.
Will you stop sneaking? Can I help you?
Stop trying to sneak. I've seen you already. Stop trying to sneak. I've seen you already.
Follow me.
Okay.
Hey, What are you doing here? Go and check in with Ragnar before people start coming after you.
I stored the goods and the claw in Droge's chest.
Did you put the claws in the other chests like I said?
Yes.
Good work.
So what's next?
First things first. You can give me the keys to those chests back, right?
Here are the keys.
Right you are. Best for you not to be carrying evidence. Next, I do the dangerous part and tell Cormac that Droge has been the real thief all along. He should be convinced when he finds what's in Droge's chest. But it's best if I speak with Cormac alone. If he sees us together, he'll be suspicious. He's like that. Wait here. I will be right back. Good news.
Did it work?
Yes. You should have seen Cormac's face when everything was there in Droge's chest. He hates being wrong. Cormac has sent a messenger. Kata will be released. It won't please him that Droge escaped judgment by dying. But that's not our concern. Let's let sleeping Drogues lie, huh?
So, who will take Droge's post at the gate?
Guess. I mean, do you know someone who just returned to Goliath and is looking for a job? Kata is as free as a bird. Well, if birds had guard duty. She's been given Droge's job on the gate. Imagine that. Someone in charge of what comes in and goes out, and she just happens to owe us a favor. A big favor. Speak to her when you have time. I'm sure she'll be grateful.
Teach me something.
Yeah, sure, why not? Sure, I can be a detective.
Halt! You're wanted here. You must answer for your crimes. You are accused of assault and of causing injury to our citizens. Judgment has been passed and a payment is due. Pay this fine or face the punishment that follows.
I will pay my fine.
Then penance will have been paid. You are free to go. But step carefully and make sure you break no more of our laws.